Bouncing off of the previous question, the numbers show that President Biden has engaged in about 33 news conferences. Compare that to Obama's 66 and Donald Trump's 52 by this time in their presidencies. Can you explain why the president isn't doing?
So look, yeah, and I hear the question, and I know that folks want to hear you all, and it's important because when you all hear from the president, obviously, so does the American people. So we get the importance of that, and we're always going to try to find ways, obviously outside of press conferences as well, for the president to be out there. And we have found some non-traditional ways. We think it's important to try and meet the American people where they are, and so that is important as well. Whether it's a podcast that's important, or doing certain things that is not the norm. Obviously, the president, I should say, takes your questions when he's on the road as more often than not, and he finds it important to have those conversations when you all are out there with him on the road, taking your questions, and so he does do that. As far as press conferences, we're going to try and make sure when it's the right time for those to happen. Certainly, we will do so, but it doesn't mean that this president does not engage with the press corps, with the White House press corps, or with other reporters, journalists out there who have different ways with communicating with the American people as well. We think that's important too.
But why is it more effective to forego a Super Bowl interview and instead?
Look, we've talked about this. We believe that it is an important, obviously, tradition to watch the Super Bowl, and we think there are different ways to communicate with the American people, and we're going to try and find different ways to meet the American people where they are, and so that's a choice that we've made here that we think is actually important and effective.